Hi there. I thought it was about time I put up another video on something other than the labours of life at the moment. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the music that I'm doing and where that's all come from. I mean, I know I've been putting up the recording video logs, but they're really about the recording process. They're not about the actual music. Those of you who've known me a long time, I've got a couple of albums in my back catalogue. One is Bizarre Tales from 2012, and one is Remnants from 2014. Though, to be fair, Remnants really is just it's just me playing the arrangements of the traditional Celtic folk stuff. And it was about 4 or 5 years ago that I really wanted to start trying to get back to writing and producing something. I would say there followed a period of maybe 2 or 3 years of me sitting around desperately trying to write something and getting so frustrated that I just couldn't come out with anything. It was always the case. Whatever I did, I kind of thought, well, it's all right, but it's not quite good enough, or no, that's a load of rubbish. I tried loads of different ideas to try and help effectively cajole myself into being able to write. I did come up with some philosophies, you might say, to change the way I viewed writing. And I basically stopped thinking, okay, this is no good, that's no good, this is no good. And I thought to myself, how about we take it this way? Everything I do is fantastic. Doesn't matter what it is. Everything I write is just brilliant. I'm not saying it is or was or anything, but I needed a position from which I would actually continue the writing. It's a bit like starting a story and just putting once upon a time just to get yourself going. So I thought, okay, that's what we're going to do. So I used a combination of that mindset. It's like, okay, so I'm going to write something, and it doesn't matter what it is or how good or bad I think it is, or my brain starts going over and thinking it is, I'm just going to keep going with it. And that's what I did. And that was the other thing that I added in, was I would take I'd take that idea and I'd say, right, we are just working on that now for the rest of the day. And we're just going to develop it. No matter how little I get done, I'm just going to work on developing that idea. Now, this slowly worked over a period of time. It didn't work immediately, but that combination of, nope, everything must be great because I wrote it, together with, let's take the idea and we're just going to work on that idea. So that slowly started developing, and songs started to come together. And those songs have developed into what I'm actually working on today. Similarly, with the lyrical side of things, with the lyrics, I was struggling to write any lyrics. So with that, I broke that down to, again, trying to just say, look, anything I write is fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter how cheesy you think it is, because lyrics are made for cheese. Okay? So it doesn't matter. We're just going to go with it. And what I actually started doing there was I just started writing prose. I just wrote down whatever the theme or the subject or the thing I wanted to write about was. I just wrote it out exactly as I was thinking it. I didn't try and create verses or anything like that, or even make it rhyme or nothing. No, nothing. I just wrote it out as it was in my head. And it started to take shape. It started to take form. So that's the music. That's the story behind it. It was a real struggle to get to a stage where I could write again. But I feel I am now there, and I'm excited. I love sitting down to write now. It used to be something I hated because I wanted to do it, but it was so painful. It was so painful. Now I look forward to it, and I feel I can relax more, and I guess all that helps in being able to really manage to write anything. And I'm not saying that everything I write is brilliant and fantastic. It's probably utter tosh, but it doesn't matter. it doesn't matter. It's just what I do. If people think it's tosh, then fine, whatever. As I always like to say, I'm right and they're wrong.